Good morning. It is Friday, May 13th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have the advanced sets today, sets 10 through 18. I'm going to take a selection of those. We're not going to work on all of them today. We're going to do a little bit of repetition on a couple of things. And I want to start class today with a particular idea. And that idea is not. Literally, not. So, put the coffee down, so I pick up something else. Alright. So, I have, I'm not going to go into detail. I have stuff that I don't want going on. If I engage with, I perpetuate that, right? As long as I stay engaged, I'm feeding whatever that is. Take a step back, I'm still feeding it because I'm thinking not. How can I change that into nothing? It's just empty. So, something over here, nothing over here. What's not is still in between, because if I'm fighting against, I'm still giving this energy. I'm still using my energy and it's working against me. Alright, I'm seeing the choppy stuff and I think I know where it is. Hang on one second. And we're back. All right. Yay, yay. I need to give it a minute to catch up with me. Yeah, it's going again. Hang on. Fingers crossed. Please wait. It was my morning to wear my glasses anyway, so there's a bonus to that. All right. It looks like it's good now. All right. So back to where I was about nothing. There was nothing there for a minute too. Yeah. All right. That different kind of nothing. All right. So something. Nothing over here. Not is still part, as long as you're still pushing against that something that gives whatever you don't want more strength. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? We don't want to do that. Alright, so I have, this is Laozi. And this is the R.B. Blackney translation, Blakney. It's old. It's old. In verse 11, and this is English. This is a translation now. This is not the Chinese. Okay, so the Chinese is more difficult, and I'm not sure I could deal with the Chinese from Laozi. It's difficult anyway. Alright, so 30 spokes will converge in the hub of a wheel, but the use of the cart will depend on the part of the hub that is void. With a wall all around, a clay bowl is molded, but the use of the bowl will depend on the part of the bowl that is void. Cut out windows and doors in the house as you build, but the use of the house will depend on the space in the walls that is void. So advantage is had from whatever is there, but usefulness rises from whatever is not. This idea of whatever is not, it's not there. We're not doing that. It's not there, right? This idea, as we practice this morning, we want to apply to both the movement and the thought process that goes behind. This is, I'm probably appropriately dressed for this today. I'm pretty much in black with the blue shirt. Still got the blue shirt. Alright, and this color is a yin color. Okay, so white's yang, black is yin, right? Got white socks on, okay? Just because I had to. Alright, the idea is that what we're doing, which I emphasize repeatedly, what are we doing? What are we paying attention to? I'm going to turn that on the other side today. What are we not doing? As we practice through each of the sets that we're going to work on today, what are we not doing? How do we achieve what we want to do? How do we achieve this movement, that movement? How do we do that? By paying attention to not doing, by not trying, by not paying attention to what's not there. What do we not want to do? Okay? Let's get started. Basic stretch. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Drop shoulders, pull up through the crown of the head, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, bend the knees. Hands circle in front. And back around to both sides. Up along center line. Reach out. Smile. Pull up through the center. Stand up, reach out. Reach up. One more time. Reach out. Fingertips reach up, elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips drop down, hands return to your sides. Alright, we're going to start here, turn to both sides, with the idea in mind of, again, this idea of not. What am I not doing? What am I not going to do? Here, I want to use the minimal effort possible to bring my arms up. So, I'm not going to use my shoulders very much. I'm not going to use my upper arm muscle other than to allow it to move. I don't want to use my forearm that much. How do you move your arms? From the back. So, right here, right here, opening. Just focus on that. This is what we're not doing. Your arms are not doing this. Your back is doing it. Open the back. Let the arms move. Right? Let the momentum that starts here carry the arms, and let gravity take them down as you turn. Use the waist, settle and rise. Not quite that much, but that's internally, that's what we're doing, right? As I sink, settle and rise, and let that gravity, let that bounce to bring the arms up, and use the waist to carry through the back as we come out to the other side. This is coming down. Let it keep going. Don't stop it. Don't stop it. Okay? Let it keep going. And start again. Pay attention to the mid-back, right in here, the jaji, the center point, the center gate in the middle of the back. Open the breath. Use the base of the lungs, not the upper part of the lungs, right? Open the breath. Open the back. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Relax through the back. And breathe. Turn. Center. The other side. Relax. Use the back. Extend the breath. Allow the arms to move. Don't try to move the arms. Focus on the back. Turn the waist. And come to center. As the breath deepens, that opening can get bigger. As you refine the breath, it gets smaller. Center of the back. Two more. Now, two more. Relax through the back. Open the back. Use the center of the back. Last time. Center, palms up, press down on both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in, breathe out. Alright, we're going to compare this with using that movement. Alright? So just now, the idea that we're working with was not. I want to not move anything that I don't absolutely have to move. Right? For this exercise, there's a couple of places that I absolutely have to move. That center part of the back, bring the arms up. At this point, I don't have to do anything. I just have to let it go. I just have to let it keep going. Just drop the elbow and let it keep going. It'll happen by itself. I don't have to do anything. Once the momentum is started, once I get started, I just need to get out of the way and let the movement go. This doing by not doing is one of our fundamental concepts. It's integral to everything that I have studied, everything that I've learned. The skill to do something by not doing it means you have to understand what there is to do. And then what's the minimum that's necessary? What can I not do? What do I absolutely have to do? What can I not do? Same set. Pay attention to what we are doing. 3 times. Feet about shoulder width apart. What are we doing? Right? Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Open the lungs. Press down. Turn the waist. Breathe. Bring the arms down. Use the back and breathe in and breathe out. What are we doing? Open the legs. Open the breath. Press down and turn. Come back to center and breathe. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Actively use the whole back, the legs, and the arms. Everything is engaged. Everything is working. Everything moves. Smile. And one more time. Press down. And come to center. And to the other side. Use the legs, turn the waist. Open the back. Press down. Come through center. To the other side. And down. Come back to center. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Should feel real different. It should. Alright? This idea behind what are we doing? What's not there? if I'm always on, right? I'm extending my own, what is not. If I'm focused on what I'm doing, which I need to be, it's just, this is a different lesson. If I'm focused on what I'm doing, I am paying attention to what I am doing. It's a positive. It's a positive thing. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm giving what I'm doing my energy and my effort. I want to do this. I do. That's how we develop our skill. But when I have to counter something, what about when I don't want this? Whatever it is. I don't want to have to think about this. I don't want to have to deal with this. I just, no, just go away. Just go away. How do I make that happen? Right? Part of that is what is not. Do I want to engage with that, whatever that is? No. Then why do it? Seriously. Why do it? Well, because, no. This is what I want? No. Why give it any of my energy? Let it be not. The method that we can use to develop that skill is what we've just practiced. Taking this idea that yin and yang, as we focus on the positive aspects of what we are doing, we gain the skill to not do. I can do more, but I don't have to. What do I absolutely have to do for a particular movement? We're going to do some more. I'm thinking which one we're going to do. Which one, what are we going to work on? All right. And white snake sticks out its tongue. Seems like a good thing to work with. Because we want to have this idea, again, using the back and the waist, not so much the arms, as we work through the exercise. All right? So, I'm going to talk through this in a minute. Here. There's two things I'm going to talk about here. First one is what we're not doing in the movement. This turn, right? Bring the arms up. As I bring the arms up here, this turn, a little bit of a turn through the hip, right? Brings my arm back. All I have to do is let it come down. I don't have to work it. Gravity will bring it down. All right? Let it come down. The same on the other hand. So as I turn here, both hands start down. This hand is going to come back to the waist. As I turn, the motion of that turn, right? Just this right here, is going to bring the arm back. If I don't do anything, if I just let my arm go, turning my waist is going to move my arm back. We want a little bit more control, just, we bring it down, but not that much. Let it happen. Let the movement happen. The shape of the hand changes, 2 fingers. That turning through the waist, right here. This side of the hip, this side of the hip, right? Turn this, move the hip. Little bit is all you need. The hip is large, the big bone in the hip, right? Little bit, set it in motion, let it turn, let the hand follow through. Same thing as we come around. And just little bit in the hip, right? I'm exaggerating this, right? Turn the hip. That comes around. Let it go. And then stop it in the center. And that's the second point that I wanted to address in this move. We want that momentum. We want to use that momentum because we're trying in this set not to use anything that we don't absolutely have to use. At the end, center. Find the center, find the stillness within that center, and stop. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight, pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in, palms up, and breathe out, press down. As little effort as possible. 1, 2, 3, come across, and stop. And on the other side, 1, 2, 3, use the hip, and stop. Breathe. Only what you need to move, only those few little muscles in the back. Move the hip. Everything else goes with. Just the hip. The only thing you have to move is the hip. Everything else follows. Mid back, keep the jaji open, open the Mingmen, and turn. Only what you need to use. Two more. Relax through the back. And last time. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out. Press down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. We're going to do this again. Same series, same idea as what we just did with Jinji Doling, the open to both sides, right? This 3 times with the idea that we want to pay attention to what we're doing. What are we actively doing in this? We want everything to be active, right? Same set. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown head. And breathe in. Breathe out. Turn to left. Palms up. And 1, 2, 3. Come across. And on the other side. 1, 2, 3. And center. Use the whole body to bring the arms up. Turn the whole body as you extend the hands. Stay tightly connected through the root as you turn. Use the legs. Last time. And breathe in. Press down on both sides. Pull up through the crown head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. This yin and yang difference, we have the idea behind what we're doing. We have the physical movement. We just did physical movement, right? Just pay attention to that. The physical movement to pay attention to. As we refine what we're doing, we want the skill to not do. Gives us a couple of advantages. One of them is that we can keep going for a lot longer, right? That stamina, the ability to not engage a particular group of muscles or muscle set or to relax while we're moving is essential if we're going to be moving over a long period of time, right? So I could do these sets as a continuous exercise, which I have done, and I could do them for more repetitions. So we could keep going for, I don't know, a couple hours. That ability comes from not doing. That during the movement, while I'm doing whatever it is, there are moments at which I am at rest. I do come to that resting spot and then move again. That skill moving, not. Not moving. Not moving. No, it didn't. That wasn't a technical glitch. That was me. I was not doing anything. I just stand there. Minimum necessary. I just, no, not, empty. That ability to not do. Let's practice one more time. Snake again, stirring the grass to seek the snake. Right? As I turn, this same idea. A little bit of work here. A little bit of work right here. That's it. Everything else just follows along. As I turn, right? If I do nothing with my arms, that's what happens. If I start this from right here, this is where it comes from. It's going to go. I just have to let it. Same thing here. I just have to let it. You keep the shoulder down, let it come up. I just let it. Same thing here. This is the unwind, right? Turn, turn, turn. Little bit right here through the waist. Right in here. Little tiny bit of effort. That's it. That's all we want in this movement. Everything else is just there. Let the movement happen. As little effort as possible. Turn, turn, turn. As we complete the last turn, right here, sink. Don't try to go low. We just open and down, right? Use this, right? 1, 2, 3, and down and up. Not that much, not exaggerated like that, but that's the feeling that we want, and we want to use that dynamic movement to carry what we're doing. There's as little effort as possible on my sustaining leg, and my extending leg makes very little effort as well. Right here, as I sink onto this leg, I'm making this deliberate. My tailbone is. Tailbone directly over the heel. Means that I don't have to make much effort to sustain myself on my supporting leg. A little bit, yeah. A little bit in the front, a little bit in the back, because we are sinking. It's sink down, right? Just a little bit, not a lot. This pulls up, right here in the front of the knee. This has to pull up. Back of the leg supports the weight. Hip over the heel. This leg extends from this same place right here, the same place that's been driving the waist. Just let it open. Stay centered. Stay relaxed and breathe. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Relax. Breathe in. As little effort as possible. Only that little part of the back. Let the arms go. 1, 2, 3, and stay centered. Come back to center and turn to the other side. And 1, 2, 3, and open and close. Stay centered. 1, 2, 3, open and close. As little effort through the arms and the legs, just a little bit through the center of the back. just a little bit to support the weight. Use the momentum to carry the movement. Don't try. Keep going. Turn the waist. Just a little start to get it going, and then use it. Two more. Relax the breath. And last time. No effort. And center. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. One more time. With effort this time. This sense of using everything all together, all at the same time, with that idea of staying centered and turning the waist. 3 times. Pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heel, settle into the heels. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, open the arms, pay attention, and 1, 2, 3, open and close. Come to center and turn, and 1, 2, 3, open and come to center. And turn, 1, 2, 3, open and center. Pay attention to the breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Open the back. And so one more time. 2, 3, open and close. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. All right. You should be able to actually see the difference. If you were in a room with me, you would feel the difference. As you're doing this exercise, as you follow along with what this lesson, I hope, was able to convey, the idea of not doing gives us more strength, more energy, and greater control over what we're actively doing. That's it. Doing by not doing. It sounds really simple. It is. And that makes it all the much more difficult to understand and apply. I'm going to keep working on this. This is not something that this is pervasive. Okay? So this idea of what am I not going to do? I talk about it in terms of applications. I talk about it in terms of breathing practice. I talk about it in terms of physical practice. I talk about it in terms of mindfulness practice, mental discipline. What am I going to think about today? How do I coordinate my thoughts with my movement, with my intent? The intent behind today was to be not. I hope you enjoyed the class today. I will be back next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Xingyi, Thursday and Friday, Qigong. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.